Welcome to the Armenia campaign for Dividi et Impera 1.2.6. In the last part, we continued our war against Armenia, and what I want to do in this part is push against Tushpa and then keep pushing east, because the idea is to get, let's just talk strategy. And what I want to do is we're going to push down through Armenian territory like this to eventually get to this point here, so that we've got a very narrow front against both the what's left of Armenia, though that may not be Armenia, and the Seleucid Empire. And then what we will do is push in, take Charax, and then continue our war east like that. So yeah, because the Seleucids are down there, so hopefully I'll be able to get to about this point before we find new enemies. Now, one thing I have noticed since the end of the last video is that because I joined the war against Armenia, the Frapsus never actually joined the war. So these two, so they're actually at peace with us. So at the moment I might be able to just ignore them. But once I've got a reasonable foothold here, what I'm going to do then is probably take out Pontus and Thrapsus to secure this province here. And I did have a comment about taking out Pergamon. At the moment I'm quite happy to leave Pergamon there, because what they may do is prove a little bit of a stumbling block for the Romans if the Romans are coming there, because you can see the Romans are getting closer. They're actually now trying to conquer Thyni, so there's a good chance we could have the Romans knocking on our door fairly soon, which could be a bit of a problem. And before we get too far, I want to get this army up in this direction. What I want is this army in this area, because Pontus is kind of looking at us slightly askew, and I want to make sure that we've got the armies here. And what I want to do now is, which one of these armies is in the best condition? You're not really a siege army, are you? I don't know, you're not too bad. This army's even more beaten up. I think we're probably going to have to use this army working with this army. What we're going to do is come in here and lay siege. And then what we're going to do is bring this army over. Oops, we may have a little bit of an issue here. I'm not sure if that's actually. Oops, we're going to have to. This army may not be. Yeah, we got 2 army attack, which is exactly what I'm after. Now we do have a lot of things to build in this area. I can just pull you out, and your job at the moment was to just try and recover a little bit, and while I rebuild this area here. I mean, these are minor settlements. I wouldn't mind a barracks in one of these, simply because we're going to have to fight the Cartulian up here, and I would like to have this as a strong defensive position. I think we'll put food in there. What's the cultural conversion like here? We're only 15%. So now we're actually in Armenian lands. We've got to think about converting culture. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to put in a temple here. Try and get there. What is the rate of cultural conversion at the moment? Pretty good. But we're going to have to work on it, whether we like it or not. We've got this area here. This area is here. I've got a small army I've moved in here, which I would like to get some artillery, because one of my armies has got 1 piece of artillery, if I remember correctly. This army really needs to be rebuilt as well. Where's my army with the single piece of artillery gone there? Oh no, you're down here, aren't you? I'm kind of half thinking to get rid of this artillery and make this into the artillery army. Well, not this one, this one. Because you can recruit 2 lots of artillery, can't you? Yep. I mean, it's expensive. I don't think I actually need it. I think we'll just keep this army here for the moment. We'll build them up a little bit. I don't think we're going to get any good missile troops here, are we? We can't get heavy archers anymore. I think what we're going to do is just recruit in 4 of these first. Oh, look at that. We got mountain dogs. Haven't fought with mountain dogs for a very long time. They're a little bit of an eccentric unit. They're quite good for disrupting attacks, but they don't work against really heavy armored or elite units. They're really good though for wrecking barbarians. Judean archers. Don't really have what we got here. Cretan archers. Missile damage 18. Maybe we're getting a couple of Cretan archers. Must admit, I'm not a big fan of Peltas. And if any of you follow my series, you're probably aware of that, because I very rarely ever have Peltas in my armies. And the other thing I also want to do is we got a population surplus in Libya, so we're going to expand this, and we're certainly going to go with that for public order. And what we got in the construction report, yep. So okay. So now we're going to fight a siege. Now I could auto-resolve this, but I've auto-resolved virtually every major siege since the start of the campaign, so I think maybe it's about time we did actually fight a proper battle. So we're going to actually attack this one. Plus it is Tushpa, and I can't remember the last time I actually took Tushpa. Oh, this is going to be fun. This may not have been one of my better ideas, because we got, I mean, they got a citadel, which is going to be quite tricky to get into. Okay, nice and dry, start deployment. Right, it says we're attacking from here, and take the victory point. We've got to get in here. So this is probably not the right angle to come from. Oops. Don't do that to me, game. I mean, my favourite actual angle to attack from is here, because you can normally get in here and then get a blocking point here, and then push in the citadel from here. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind dividing their armies. This is my siege army. It's really the wrong way round. But my other army is coming in from up over here, which is in the right position. Right. Oops. So what we're going to do is put this here. And somebody actually asked me about the difference between solid shot and flaming shot. To be honest, I don't think there's a really big difference, although you do get a slight bonus against buildings. But the main reason I actually use flaming shot in a siege is simply down to the fact that I like to see where my shot are actually striking on the walls, because if you don't manage the artillery, what often happens is they will start attacking a tower or the front gate, which is a bit of a pain in the neck, because these towers never fall completely, and I want to punch holes in the walls. I think what we're going to do is bring up some heavy archers here, and then what we're going to do over here is we're going to leave you on this, but we need, what I'd like to do is put this army over here. It's a little bit of subterfuge, because what I want to do is draw the parts of the garrison over here. We'll leave the Galatians over here. And what we'll do is move you up there. I think these are the two archers I've left over here. You can sit here. Who are you? Cav. I think we're going to put you over here. Pikes. And what have we got left? We'll leave the general over here. Right. So you're going to be my distraction. We'll put the Tarantines there. So this is going to be the feint to distract their garrison, and then the real attack is actually going to come over in from this side. And do is just
Our reinforcements have arrived.
thank you, game. So our reinforcements are coming in.
Riders of the devil! Ballista! Take aim! At your service!
And in goes the flaming shot. We're going to knock a hole in the wall here. So, these guys are damaged, so we'll put you on the end. I don't want you participating unless you have to. Bring these guys up. Here's my infantry. Keep you out of it. You can come into there. You over there. Where are you? Heavy archers, I want you to come, say, in that direction. Actually, no. We'll have the heavy archers over there. We'll bring this single slinger unit over there. And then we'll just get everybody into position. I think we're...
The walls are breached.
Yep, thank you, game. We've got here. Move into position. Galatians forward. You stay in reserve. Elephants. Where? Tarantines come up to there. These are quasi-expendable. Get you over here so that you can actually fire. Okay. You come there. I'm not seeing any troops over here at the moment.
The walls are breached.
Okay.
We'll kill them all.
Right, let's start to advance these guys forward.
Missiles at your command.
Okay.
Advance at the...
A little bit suspicious here. Right, we got ballista there, which could be a bit of a problem. Looks almost like their entire garrison is over there, which is a little bit unfortunate for them. It looks like my subterfuge has actually worked. Okay. Into the corner. I mean, if we can get into here, I mean, it'd be fantastic. Where's my Tarantines? Tarantines. I think this might be an opportunity to get actually rush the cav in. Pikeman, in. Come on, guys, in. In you go. Actually, you just get there. Whoops. Camera lost a bit of control there. Okay, you fire that way. Legionaries in. Heavy archers in.
We hunger for blood and battle. Ready. By your command.
In.
On me. Pikeman. Follow
Pikemen
me.
in.
Yours to command.
General.
We are at your command.
Slingers over here.
Brave Romans to a man.
Not worried about the gate. You get in here, take that. Rhea spears up to there. The archers.
We are at your command.
Where are you?
Double time. Legionaries.
Legionaries that way.
Yours to command.
You go over here. I want you to hold this area here. Take the tower and hold that area there.
Yours to command.
Tarantines.
They will bleed.
You get in there. The archers up. How are we doing? Elephants start to move forward. Second string of heavy archers in.
We have captured a tower.
Yep. Right, that tower's disabled. You move forward.
Slingers. At your service.
Right, it's just going to speed this up a little bit. Move you forward. You're taking that tower. In you go. Quarantines.
We have captured the gates.
Yep. You push that way. Whoops. I want the thorax swordsman coming up that way. Right, this tower is neutralized. Right, just slow it up again.
We have captured a tower.
Okay.
Find your target. Move it, my lord.
Pull back.
At my aid.
It's not a good idea to charge pike units.
Ready for orders.
You get there. Right, this
Jupiter gives us strength. Ready for battle. We have captured a tower. Let's go.
right, we get the melee infantry pushing through.
It's our armed riders.
That's my Tarantines.
Ready for orders. Forward. Heavy archers. Fire. We will darken the
You pull back.
hunger for blood.
You shouldn't be that close.
What are your orders?
Push in there.
Yours to command.
You get into that position. Heavy archers. Get rid of you.
Spearmen ready for battle.
Right,
Get ready. Tarantine cavalry.
push the Tarantines forward. Ah,
One
no.
of our units has used all its ammunition.
Tarantines push through. Legionnaires that way. want you to go after that tower.
Cavalry.
You shouldn't be defending your citadel with a cavalry.
Ready for orders.
Got a tower there that's going to be constantly firing at us, so actually
Orders. By your
you
command.
down to there. Neutralize that tower as well. And
Spearmen.
spearmen in. Tarantines
19 cavalry.
through.
Riders forward.
Spearmen neutralize that tower. Swordsman, what we got here? This is probably their general unit. I think what we could do for the fun of it is, where are you, my elephant unit? 4 elephants in.
We have captured a tower.
Archers that way.
Ready for orders. Double time. You have our spears.
Tarantines through. Spearmen. Actually, you go up into that path. You come up to here. Not exactly sure. What are you? You're almost like a general spear unit, aren't you? Okay. Tarantines push this way. See, they're still over here looking at my army. The real battle's over here, sunshine. Back this way.
By your command.
You just reinforce. We've now got units back to. It's not over yet.
We have captured a tower.
Yep.
Double warriors ready. Now orders.
Tarantines back.
19 cavalry. Infantry at your command. Spears. Battle ready.
Tarantines round here.
We await your command.
You come and support this unit here. What we got coming in? That's
One
my.
of our units has used all its ammunition.
Got to bring the elephants in. About there. Oops. General up.
19 cavalry.
Tarantines, heavy archers. Just push through.
We hunt you for any battle. Fire. 19 cavalry. Advance at speed.
Tarantines that way. Heavy
One
archers
of our
through.
units has used all its ammunition.
Tarantines. Right, these guys are collapsing. Right, they've gone.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
You up there. Any other units coming through? Nope. A little bit nice downhill charge into the back. You're probably now
One of our
Tarantine.
units has used all its ammunition.
Warriors awaiting orders. Quick march. Heavy archers. Legionaries.
Legionaries.
Orders, my lord.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Tarantines pull away. Heavy archers, you station over there.
Swords ready. Ready.
You station there.
Ready and waiting.
What are your orders? Forward!
There's my elephants.
Canteen cavalry. Ready.
Guys into there.
Ready for orders.
Right, we got control of the victory points. Your job is to defend that flank for the moment. Oops.
Legionaries. Pack them down. Warriors ready.
You pull out.
Canteen cavalry. We await your command. Canteen cavalry.
In we go.
Our enemy have lost a victory point.
Brave Romans to a man. Spears ready.
You fall back into that position.
Melee infantry.
Where's the
Commander,
general? Up.
Ready to the double. Missiles into command. Canteen cavalry. They will
Bring you down for the flank attack. You can just hold that position.
legionaries. Cannon fighters ready.
Oh, go away. Just in case it takes a bit longer.
Scrappers ready.
I mean, we've taken a few casualties, but
Ptolemaic cavalry. Warrior waits. Riders advance.
Tarentine's over there. Here comes the elephants, but he may be a little bit too late. These guys are quite literally dying.
Ready for battle. Forward.
Little too late, I'm afraid.
By your command. Your orders.
I'll send the Galatians over here just to reinforce this. They've got more units coming in, but they're not going to win because we got the victory point. And we've now neutralized the tower.
Fill the sky.
Heavy archers.
Missile cavalry at your command.
I'm just going to speed this up. We've won it, so
the enemy fort will soon be ours.
yep. Too little, too late, I'm afraid, guys. There we are. End battle. Lost 196, and quite a lot of that was to missed tower fire and friendly fire. So we never really engaged their entire garrison. But I suppose in some ways you could say that is the sneaky way to take a major capital. And down they go. Of course we're going to occupy it.
Ready for orders.
And our general's got a promotion. Well, I certainly don't want military buildings in my province capital. Certainly change that. And Hellenic colony. That's going to give me a garrison of at least 16. Whoops. To give me a garrison of I think we'll go with the Hellenic colony at the moment, and then we'll change it to an allied polis later on. I mean, yeah, we'll start with that. Right, next, where's my agent? Which one do we want to go for? Where's my other agent? Where are my two agents?
What can I do for
You're over there. You're wasting your time. So you go this way. I think my instinct is to curve over the top here, because we've got this army here we can bring in. I think we'll head roughly the same between the two here. So there's a small army here, and so these are quite well built up. So, still quite happy to leave this army here, and we've got another army coming up. So what's the damage done to these?
ready for orders?
You're in good condition. I was hoping you'd take some casualties so that you would actually lose some of these.
How can I assist?
And this army probably needs to refurbish a bit more.
All men must
Let me just see. I think this army can stay here for the moment
ready for battle.
until this army gets into position.
We fight for you, my lord.
I'm going to get rid of some of these guys. We got a few. Because these guys have got a lot of rank. Let's just get rid of them. Some of them. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let me just see, what can we recruit here?
Come join our ranks.
I think we'll start replacing some of these. I mean, they were good in their time, but they're not good enough now. And maybe we'll get rid of you. Then we'll get another legionary in. We've got camel warriors in here as well. Interesting. I mean, these guys are 16-16, which are almost comparable. Well, the legionnaires. Melee defense attack. I mean, these guys are good on the attack, so maybe we'll just give them the upgrades. Like that. And I've spent all my money, so what we're going to do now is just go for an intern. I don't think I need to do anything else. Inspire population, character penalty. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Where was I building up my navy? Oh, this navy, wasn't it? And it's actually in the wrong place. Let's move you back to Antioch. I've got, if I remember correctly, these get a better recruitment options in Antioch, because we got this here.
Ready for orders.
Let's see what we got. I wouldn't mind some artillery, but that's not particularly that good. We've got Egyptian Marines. I think we'll get some Egyptian Marines in here. Did I see that? Can I upgrade you? Yep. So we're going to bring this navy up to strength. So effectively what that will do is give me two navies in here. Work with the armies here. Really need to strengthen these armies as well. Anyway, I'm just going to go for an intern. Wow. We got a... So... give you self-defense. Certainly want empire maintenance. And we're going to go again. And we've got two armies here. This is really an offensive army, so what's this here? Camp administrator. Cunning, well, plus 1% ammunition for all missiles. Don't think I've ever looked at this here before. Not particularly that good. I mean, that unit experience could be really good. Yeah, let's go with that. As I say, I've never really looked at this path before, but I think that will work. And we've got the Castle of Horus here. What have you got here? Slave unrest, not particularly that interested. Looks like I've actually got my family tree. The family's doing the main fighting at the moment. banditry, morale or units. Certainly want that campaign movement range. In fact, I'm going to double down with that. Let's just have a look at my politics. Oh, and there's right, let's just get into here. What's the politics like? 22, 45, 22. It's not bad. So we don't have any real problems. And let's have a look at the characters. You're both married. I've got a couple of wives over here that are maxed out. Let's just get rid of show deceased. One of you probably needs to get married. I think it's this guy here. Maybe we need to get you in the front line and doing a bit of fighting so you can get some experience. This is still very low. I'm never going to be able to build this up because once this drops low, rebuilding this always takes a very long time. Anyway, let's go for an end turn. Okay, riot in the capital. Crush the riot. Right, we got rebellion. Child is born, son comes of age. Peace negotiated with the population surplus in over here. Oh, we're going to expand that. What would I want here? We've got, what's the food situation here? The food situation isn't brilliant. So what we may need to do is put in an inn in here, just to make that food positive. And we got that there. I think that will work, and also generate us a little bit of cash. Up to here. Now there's two ways into this. Go this way. We're gonna have to trespass. And my instinct is to maybe bring the armies round and come up through here and then force the armies, any residual armies here. What's going on here? It looks like the Armenians have pulled back their armies from here. Where's my other agent? You just get up to here.
At your command.
This army really needs to rest.
What can I do for Egypt?
This army is in good condition. And with a little bit, see, it could go up and attack there, but I don't really want to do that. I think what we're going to do is, you've got rebels there, so you've got to literally stand there for the moment. You also need to refurbish a bit. Trouble is we don't have the population in here. Certainly want that, and I think we'll go with we got happiness, a library, sanitation there.
Ready for battle.
I'm a bit worried about these guys hanging around, but I think if you move over this way.
Setting forth in Pharaoh's name. Is that all, my lord? How can I assist Pharaoh? What can I
You're
do
in
for
good
Egypt?
condition. You come over to here.
We fight for you, my lord.
Your job is going to be to defend Tushpa for the moment. Your job is to deal with these rebels here, but we'll let them run for a little while just so that we can settle the population down.
Ready for battle.
Gonna bring you round here.
Setting
Make
forth
sure you
in
know that we
Pharaoh's
mean
name.
business, and just keep building this army up. What is it? Ptolemaic spear cavalry.
A noble
give them
cause
some
requires
Tarentines.
noble men.
And we'll give you Legionnaire. And I think that would be it. I just want to send a message to these guys that we're going to defend our territory. And I am a little bit worried about over here. You've now got a garrison. And what we can do now is start to bring in a couple of these swordsmen. We get any missile troops here? Call them Pontiac archers. Nope. I'm not really going to get any good military capability here. And I think what we're going to do is just have a quick scout through. Right. We want armor in here. I probably should have built that last time, I think. Right, you've got Bithynia Pontus. It's got a problem. You've got a problem. Everything else is looking pretty good. You're nearly finished. You're nearly finished. Okay. Have a look through. Galatia, yeah. Palmyra. Asia. Still. We've got Rhodes and Pergamon, so that's not good. And then we've got this here. We've got another province here, which is slightly annoying, but never mind. I think that's all we can do this turn. I'm just going to pop one more turn just to see if we can get our armies into position to attack here and here. And then looks like we've got... and then what we can do then is keep the pressure on. So I'm just going to go one more turn. Child has died. Child has died. Hidden agent exposed. Child is born. We've got +5 loyalty for 5 turns. Faction destroyed. Macrimony elders. So obviously someone's been beating up the navy. And of course we're getting some food here. Anything else here? And we've got that finished down in here. We've got pretty good concealed army. Oh, this is the Quidri. Now, during the end turn, the Armenians ran an army up here. I think they're probably planning on coming round this way. But I think what we can do is we get... We'll just make life a little bit difficult for them. And of course we failed to sabotage. Isn't that a surprise? What we're going to do is bring this army up here. Wow. And then... Right, we're in winter now, so we'll just bring these armies up to here. And then we're just going to go in from this section here. This... looks like Pontus got the hint with respect to this army. So, you're going to just stand there. How we got here? This is... right, you... just get rid of this trash. Give you a little bit of XP. 93%, eh? Well... just kill the captives. Oh, I could have tried out my horse archers. Oh, that's annoying. Actually, can you recruit horse archers here? Armenian armoured horse archers, yes. Where am I building the barracks? It's just over there. Obviously, this is an AOR recruitment from this area here. Because I don't have a slot for Armenian horse archers. I'm tempted. We got fine. Sneak you across the border here. Yes, look at that. Get a couple of these in. So we got 2 Tarentines, 2 Armenian heavier horse archers. Have some real fun with this army, especially when we're fighting against the Romans. That makes, I mean, that is a very powerful combination. Tarantines for the charge, the horse archers to cause trouble. And I mean, the horse archers can stand their own in melee and attack as well. So we'll have some fun with that.
What can I do for Egypt?
You guys are refurbishing, so you're going to be okay. I think the big issue is going to be is getting some really heavy missile troops. We're going to have to look for some around the map in the ARR recruitment. Let's just have a look. Pushpa's building up and being repaired. This is good. 2 more turns and we'll have a muster field, which will improve the garrison in here. I mean, we've still got a bit of a public order issue here, but we'll fix it. It's not a problem. These garrisons are getting bigger and stronger all the time.
What can I do?
Put you there.
The gods guide my footsteps.
Right. What we got here? I mean, we've got a reasonably strong front line, and we've got horse archers, and so we're gonna have to stick with these guys just for the moment until such time as we can replace these with veterans and more legionnaires. Okay. Let me just come over here. I want to keep building this army up.
Ready for battle.
And we'll put a couple of Tarantines into this army.
To fight for our cause.
This is going to be mainly a defensive army, so I wouldn't mind some more actual pike units. I think we're going to take this up to a tier 3, because this is going to need to equip our armies when the time comes to move east. What have you got in here? You've got a tier 3.
At your command.
And I think we'll give you... Can I get Rhodian slingers here? Let's see what we got here. Cretan infantry. Oh, not often you can get. Oh, there they are. Rhodian mercenary slingers. They're 1,300 each, but I mean that range at 215 is really good. So hiring a couple of these guys and just keep building this garrison up. I really need to work towards this. I'm actually researching at the moment. I think I'm researching this, aren't I? 6 more turns we'll get this, and then we'll need to work from to here, get the tier 4 buildings. We'll have to go through there, and that is, I think that is probably about it for this video. What we'll do in the next part is we will continue our war. We'll push into here and see if we can get any more intelligence over here. That's the Seleucid Empire. This is Parthia. So let me just see. That's the Mauryan Empire. So effectively Armenia's got 3 more settlements, and that would give me a really good battle line, because I can hold that line and then push into here, take out the rest of the Seleucid Empire, and then that will bring us up against Parthia. I don't know how strong Parthia is in the Mauryan Empire, and I wouldn't mind turning north and dealing with the Kartuli. But of course we still need to remember that the Romans are on our doorstep. Let's check the relative power. Parthia, it says they're reasonably strong. Looks like Bactria's. Bactria's virtually gone. So's the Mauryan Empire. It looks... yeah, so we need to just sort these out. We certainly need to take out Pontus. Up out the Kartuli. The Kartuli have always been one of my nemesis. Like, I never seem to be able to beat their units. And then, of course, we got to deal with Rome. Yeah, the Thyni are getting quite weak. Rome is vastly more powerful than us. Goes without saying. So eventually Rome is going to push through here, and we will be confronting them. I probably will then, once we've tidied back west and we've got, say, 3 or 4 armies here to hold the Romans, then, well, we'll probably take out Pergamon as well. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.